Hello everybody, this is Charles and I am back with another review, this time for Bandai's Metal Build Gundam S3 Red Frame. Alright, so this is the Red Frame box. Okay, it's a very nice box, and over here some box art on Red Frame, disposability and accessories and a sword. Alright, so I'm going to just take the box away. Without further ado, I'm just going to go into the figure itself. So, let me adjust the camera a little bit downwards, alright, focus on Red Frame. Alright, so this is the Metal Build Red Frame figure. Okay, first off, I'd like to say my initial impressions of this. I read a lot of comments, especially on the Hong Kong toy boards. A lot of people were complaining about the white on the red frame, saying it looks cheap and it's too plasticky and looks uncoated. Okay, but here's my take. I'm looking at the white plastic right now. Okay, it is, in fact, in my opinion, it's more like glossy type of white plastic, and indeed, okay, there isn't much paint. It's more like, you know, the natural color plastic. Okay, that means it comes out of the mold is this color, and then there isn't much work done to it apart from adding the decals and the markings. But if you were to watch the anime, okay, you realize that this white is actually anime accurate. So I have no idea why there are some collectors who just keep complaining about the white. I mean, this is such a highly sought after figure, and a lot of people are unable to get it, okay? So if you're one of those people who are not happy with the white color, you can always cancel your pre-orders, be it online or from the shop that you got it from. Cancel your pre-orders so that those who really want it can get it. You know, just quit complaining, alright? Okay, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I just had a lot of frustrations reading about people who just keep complaining about a toy. In my opinion, really, I think the white is nice. I personally like it. Okay, I personally endorse it. Okay, I think it's nice. It's screen accurate, so I don't think it looks cheap. Okay, I like the way it looks. So, yeah, here's my take. So yes, so it's a very nice figure. I like it, and the decals are very detailed. You see a lot of details over here in the decals and around the figure. And red wise, there's there's three shades of red. Okay, basically. There's the brighter shade of red, okay, the more maroon, okay, metallic color shade of red, and then there's also the die-cast chrome red. So for Metal Build red frame, whatever you see is die-cast chrome. Okay, whatever you see is shiny chrome, is die-cast. So there is a lot of die-cast in this figure, especially in the lower legs. So let me just show a little bit over here. Just lift up the skirt. Okay. So the entire waist section, bottom down, is die cast. So it's the leg. Okay, leg section for the thighs. Over here is die cast. Over here at the back, okay, this metallic red part is die cast. All the way down to the knees, inside is die cast. Ankles die cast, and you can see at the bottom of the feet die cast as well. For the shoulders wise, okay, the joint over here is die cast. Elbows are die cast. Inner part of the shoulder joint is die cast as well. So there is a lot of die cast in this figure, alright? So that's why it's worthy the name of Metal Build. So it's really wonderful. So some points to note about this figure, alright? So let me just go into some things first before I go into articulation. So over here, the crest, okay, the what do you call it? The crest over here, the V crest, there's only one, okay, it only comes with one, the plastic one, and it is plastic, so it is fragile, so be really careful, and it pops off really easily. So see, it pops off really easily. So so as you handle the figure, you don't be surprised if the crest keeps falling off, because it doesn't stay on really tight. It stays decently tight, okay, but if you accidentally were to to touch it or flip it, it will fall off. So if you just shake it really hard this way, it won't fall off. But let's say you accidentally just tap it this way, it will fall off. Which is good, because if it doesn't fall off and stay too tightly, you might end up breaking the V fin. So I think it's a good thing that it falls off. Okay, and moreover, this is a collector toy. You don't expect to play a toy like a 4 or 5-year-old kid. You just pose it and just leave it aside. So it's okay that you are careful with handling it. So in terms of articulation wise, for the neck, you can see the head. You can't do really a 360 rotation, because over here, let me just highlight this part. Over here, the back part, all right, over here of the white of the head over here, this back part will knock against the chest part over here. So as you rotate the head, okay, you will be restricted in a sense. So I would say the angle that you can rotate the head without obstruction is about maybe 45 degrees left and right. So once you hit the 45 degree, this white part will actually come against this black part over here. So that's the problem that you have. Okay, so over here, the shoulders wise, you can lift the pads up this much. Arms, you can go beyond 90 degrees. Okay, and then you can rotate the arm 360. The joint is really tight, so I'm not going to rotate it. At the, oops, see, the fin came off again because I accidentally tapped on it. Okay, so you can okay, so rotation wise 360 over here. You can rotate at the bicep, and over here you have double jointed elbows. Okay, let me just show this. Okay, double jointed elbows. Okay, 360 for the wrist. Okay, and then the wrist wise, you can actually lift it slightly over here. This is jointed, lift it slightly, really slightly. Okay, up and down, you can see really slightly, just very little bit. Okay, and then over here at the wrist, you can move it sideways. Okay, do note that for this, okay, I'm just pull out the fist over here. The joint over here can only move sideways. It doesn't move up and down. So do not attempt to move the fist too much up. Okay, as much as I think that the plastic is hard and solid, do not test the endurance and end up breaking something. All right. So another cool feature over here is that when you move the shoulders up here, up and down, you can see this portion, this part of the chest. Okay, it follows. Okay, let me just push it down a little bit over here so it follows the movement of the upper shoulders. And over here, the upper shoulders can actually move slightly as well. Okay, front back. Okay, and then let me just wipe my hands. And then for the chest wise, you can move forward this much. Okay, move backwards this much. So not a lot, but decent. And you can also move the chest body sideways. You cannot rotate, okay? There's no waist rotation, okay? Not that I know of, okay? And not that I'm going to attempt to try, because I tried to turn it, but it just doesn't turn. So I assume there's no waist rotation, and the instructions don't mention any waist rotation either. Okay, so we're done with the upper body. So moving on over here, the sides, you can lift this up. You can lift the side skirts up. Okay, the legs can actually lift about 45 degrees upwards. You can rotate them, okay, but it's really tight. In terms of upward motion, okay, you can raise up to about 90 degrees, okay, about 90 degrees. I think it's more like 80 degrees thereabouts. So the interesting feature about the legs, okay, is that it's the double jointed knee and the thigh mechanism. So when you rotate when you move the knees, okay, you'll see this part moving downwards. See, you'll slowly see the plate shifting downwards, which is really cool. And you see the pistons as well at the bottom. Let me just show you guys in a moment. So over here you see, as you move the legs, okay, the plates will actually move as well. So let me just reverse this. See the plates collapse. Moving here, the plates will shift forward. So which is really nice. I love the engineering of this. Okay, and then this is how much you can move for the knees, double jointed knees. Really cool. So this plate, you can see this, and then there's a piston over here. Okay, collapses. So it's really cool. It's cool. Alright, let me just shift this downwards. Okay, and then moving down to the lower leg. Okay, you can see that the ankles have a side motion. Okay, you can also move the feet downwards this much, forward this much. Okay, so you can basically spread his pose this way. Okay. So over here for the back, before you actually assemble, move the back part upwards, okay? You actually have to assemble this, so you need to plug this in over here at the back, same as what you did for the gold frame. So next thing what you need to do actually, oops, see the crest keeps falling off, the fin keeps falling off. Never mind, I shall put it back. So you need to push the neck forward, okay, lift the neck upwards, lift this portion upwards, and then you lift this. You will align this piece, okay, into this hole over here. Okay, just tap it in. Okay, once it's tapped in nicely, you will rotate this downwards, and then you'll tap this in, lock it in place, and there you have the booster pack done. All right, one thing to note also about this portion, okay, you need to actually, I'll show this feature later. So for this, you can rotate it side to side, you can't move it upwards, okay? So do not attempt to move it upwards because it is not meant to move upwards. You can rotate sideways. Okay, so over here is the jack pack. You can place it this way or this way. Okay, and then the thrusters, you can move them as well. Okay, over here. So right now let's go through a little feature. Okay, so basically for ashtray to be seated on the stand, it has this feature over here. This part, okay, is an extra part. You actually slot it in underneath over here, and this part you actually peg it in over here. So the instructions actually says that you can actually peg it in completely. You can peg it in completely, but it is very, very tight. And you have to angle it really precisely in order to push this whole thing inside. What I felt is that you don't really need to push the whole thing inside. You can just pack it in, okay, this way it's really tight, and then you can just still hold the figure over here. See at the stand, you can see? You can still hold the figure decently, and it will not be crooked. So I would recommend not to do that, because when you slot this in and you keep pushing it in, there's a chance that you will scratch the markings over here. So this red part is actually markings, okay, on this piece of grey plastic. So I would recommend not pushing it, because when you push it in, there's this contact point between this white part and this part, so you might end up scratching it. And especially when you remove it, if you are really have it all the way in, it's tight, you need to keep wriggling it to get it out. I'm sure you end up scratching this decals imprint. So yeah, just make sure, just put it in this way will do. You don't have to slot it all the way in unless you are a perfectionist. If not, you do not need to push it all in. Just tap it in, it stays really tight in place, and just pluck it out when you need to. All right. So let me just go through some of the accessories that it has. Okay, the one of the key accessories it has is the Gabera straight. Okay, this is the holder of the sword. It's really nice. You can actually have this motion whereby you can actually lift up. Okay. What's best is this katana. It's really like a Japanese katana. It's made to be like an actual blade where you slot into this part and you lock it in place. It's really cool. And there's some carvings on the Chinese carvings, Gabera straight over here on the blade itself. I'm sorry that my camera is not high resolution, so I can't show you the words, but it's really cool. Only thing not cool about this blade is that it's pure plastic. So I wish it was die-cast. If this blade is die-cast, it would have been perfect. A titanium color coated, the gunmetal silver coated the die-cast blade, but unfortunately it's just plastic. But the saving grace is that the details are really nice. Okay, the details are really nice for this blade. It's like over here you can see the details of a katana. So what you do over here, okay, first thing you just slot this handle over here into the blade, and next thing you just slot the blade in all the way, and yeah, there you have it. So the blade actually locks in very tightly, which is really cool. Let me just wipe the blade first. Okay, just clean it. Okay, make sure I have no sweat so it doesn't corrode. Let's slot it in, and there you have it. Okay, and it holds on really tight, it will not fall off. So next thing I think is a very nice feature is that you see this portion over here, right? This gap over here. Is that when you slot in the blade, you can see the blade actually go in. So it's really cool. See, you see there's a blade going in. Okay, you see the ashtray's face over here, and the blade goes in. Really nice, really nice. So there's two tabs over here. Okay, one tab here, one tab here. But of course, the blade doesn't fit into this tab. It can fit in, but it doesn't. It's not supposed to. So it's supposed to tap it in over here. Okay, and then you can actually rotate it. Okay, depending on how you want to pose it, which is really cool. Have it over here. Okay, so over here, you can pull this out. Okay, quite tight. Okay, it's really tight inside. Okay, you can pull this out, and this is for the beam saber. So there's two of them. Okay, you have the beam saber, but why use the beam saber when you have a katana? Okay, so this is the beam saber feature. So I'll slot this back. So you gotta make sure you slot in correctly. There are two ways to slot in, but you need to make sure you slot in correctly with okay. Basically, this is the one facing the back. Okay, this portion, the shorter end over here fits into the back. So Slot it in nicely. There you have it. Okay, and then the other weapon that it comes with this rifle. Okay, very nice. You can actually move the handle as well, so you can have this sort of pose like Gundam. Okay, and then this can actually be you can actually take this tab out. So this will be tapped onto the the flight unit. Okay, so this can only be held by a flight unit. So there's no tab. Okay, it doesn't fit in anywhere. Okay, so the Gundam itself, a red frame there's no slot for you to put the gun. I think it doesn't even fit in at the back. No, it doesn't. Yeah, the instructions do not show that it fits in at the back, and it really doesn't fit in. So yeah, this is a shame. You know, I would hope that he can actually. There's actually a slot for him to actually keep his gun, but apparently there isn't. Another accessory comes with this very nice shield. Okay, so this shield you can actually just slot it into the back of the arm over here. There's a hole over here. Just pack it in. So you can pack into either the right or the left arm. For this case, I'm gonna put it in the left arm. So you can put it here this way, or you can adjust the shield. Okay. Okay, you can actually rotate it and adjust it such that it's facing forward. Okay, let me just rotate this. Okay. Yeah, so you can actually rotate it such that it's actually sideways as such. Okay, so for now, let me just take the shoe portion out. It comes with a lot of hands. Okay, so it comes with a lot of spare hands for various purpose and various. So the hands are like for open hands, open fist, sorry, and then the closed fist for the guns, closed fist for the beam saber, and closed fist for the katana. And there's also one special one for holding a katana. So in this video, I'm just going to show this special fist. So this is the one whereby you put it over here, and then you can actually place the hand over here, the fist, okay, just to sort of simulate him holding on to the sword. Over here, preparing to draw it. So it's a very nice pose, preparing to draw the sword. And this hand, okay, is meant to hold the katana, which I'm trying to do the pose of him drawing the sword. Let me see. I didn't try this. I'm going to try this on video. I hope it works. Okay, I certainly hope it works. Okay, if it doesn't work, well, too bad. So basically, I'm just going to take this fist out first. I'm going to slot this in. Okay. Let me just draw the katana out first. So I'm slotting it in. So the fists are all rubbery, so it's pretty easy. Okay, pretty soft. Now I'm gonna put this back in over here. So I hope I got the angle right. Okay, I got the, okay, so basically you can have the sword this way. I'm just trying to show the sword, just gonna show the sword in. Let me just see if I can fit it in. So I'm gonna fit it in over here first. And I'm trying to pose the arm such that he can show that he's drawing the sword. Yeah, I know this is a feature that you show in the design, but apparently I'm having a little problem doing that on camera right now. Okay. So I can't seem to show it. The arm seems to be too far away. I think I might need to pull this portion out. So let me just pull this portion out. Put this in. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be really careful. I'm just not trying to break anything. And okay, I'm just gonna show him holding onto the Gebara straight. Okay. Okay, it doesn't seem to be exactly right, but yeah, okay. I think it's probably the best I can do for now on camera. To show the ashtray pulling out the Gebara straight, but the Gebara straight is detached from his leg. Maybe I should move his leg a little bit forward. Let me just try and see. Looking at the instruction manual right now, trying to see if I can get the angle correct. Okay, I think I got quite a nice angle. Okay, let me just slot this in over here. Okay, adjust it. Okay. So I think this is probably the best I can do really for now. Really. This is the best I can do to show the Astray pulling out his katana. Yep. This is really the best I can do. I think yeah, this is the correct way to have it done. So this is Astray with his red Astray with his pulling out his katana. So this is a pose that you can get it done. You can push it in further if you want to. Yeah, you can push the blade further in if you want to. Yeah, it fits well. Yep. So it's really cool. Let me just try to adjust this a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try adjust it and not to such an extent that I do not end up breaking anything. Even though I think I might be in danger of doing that if I were to force it. Okay. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much about it. That's as far as I can go for Red Astray holding on to the katana and drawing the sword. I'm gonna show him drawing out the sword anyway. Yeah, it's much nicer. Okay, I'm gonna slot this back in. I'm gonna show you him holding on to this. I'm gonna adjust the angle of the blade. Have him. Yes. Oh, this is a nice pose. Bato. Yeah. So this Astray. Okay, I'm gonna put him in a nice dynamic pose. Draw the sword. Okay, so this is Astray. Yep, I like him in this pose, drawing out the samurai sword. Very nice. So personally, I think it's a very nice production. I think Bandai did a good job for Red Frame Astray. It's really cool. And I like the die-cast content, I like the engineering and everything, I like how everything looks. There are certain sharp points that you need to be really careful of. But this is an adult toy, okay? So you're meant to be careful when handling the figure. And in my next video review, I'll go through more in detail of of the flight unit and how it works together with Astray. So here's Charles signing off with yet another toy review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Do stay tuned to my channel for more reviews next time.